The author of the generation is Ninotchka Rosca. She is a journalist and human rights activist. According to SpeakOutNow.org, Rosca experienced struggles during the martial law where she was politically abused and deprived of human rights. Therefore, she has helped establish women's organization. It is a center for understanding the intersectionality class, race, and gender oppressions. She is one of the most distinctive voices in Philippines literature. She is an outstanding contemporary writer, feminist activist, and human rights advocate. In both journalism and literary writing, she has received numerous awards, including the American Book Award. Her works define as uniformly complicated in plot, and one of them is Generations.
Hi everyone, I'm teacher Arvie, and the kind of criticism that we use in analyzing and evaluating the text is called psychoanalytic criticism. This criticism was inspired to Sigmund Freud's psychoanalysis theory. This theory emphasized the importance of unconscious mind. But what is unconscious mind? Unconscious mind is the deepest level of our mind, that the primary source of a human behavior. Human behavior that involves feeling, motives, and decisions. Psychoanalytic criticism is also a work of literature that can be viewed as a dream that expressing manifestation of the subconsciousness. It can be interpreted the symbolic nature that used in the text, which also gain views from the physics side of the author. The main purpose of psychoanalytic criticism is to analyze the behavior of the characters. Is it to understand individuals by uncovering desires that have been hidden in the plain sight of the text. It is to better understanding of the meaning that wants to deliver by the text through the characters' personalities and behaviors.
Hi everyone, my name is Teacher Reyna. We're going to talk about the summary of Generation. It is a short story that deals with different conflicts, not just internal conflicts but also external. It is a tragic story of reality about family in rural areas during Marcos times. One of the highlights of the story is when the daughter was abused physically and sexually by the soldiers in return for the freedom of her father. And because of what happened, this daughter has an extreme anger in her heart that pushed her to kill her own father.
Hi everyone, I'm teacher Erica and I will be discussing about what kind of personalities do the characters have? What leads them to be like this? The father. He is kind of selfish and irresponsible. He failed to care his family and he only think about himself. He is an abusive husband where he beat up his wife because of their debt and also he got in trouble with the soldiers because of curfew and when he got drunk. He probably knew that time that his daughter was raped, but he kept silent and pretended like nothing happened. The mother. She is hardworking but martyr. She is a caring and hardworking mother and wife, but she is martyr when it comes to her husband. She hardly defends herself against her abusive husband, but she can't bear to leave him alone. Old Celo or Lolo Celo, unspoken wisdom. He is described as an old mumbling in corners regarding his life. He wants to speak out about the truth, but he can't because of his age. Eldest daughter, obedient and deceiving. She is brave enough to seek for her rights and she is more feisty than her mother. However, she ended up being a victim of rape by soldiers because she paid for her father's freedom. In the story, she killed his father because he can't even display a little bit of concern knowing what she experienced and gone through in the hands of the soldier. Younger brothers, innocent. They are too innocent that they are not aware or did not notice on what's happening to their family, especially to their sister. They are obedient too. They always followed their mother's order. At the ending of the story, they knew that their sister killed their father, but instead of telling their mother, they took a bath like there's nothing happened.
What fears and heuristics do the characters have? The oppression of the society leads the character to feel certain anxieties and fears, and the following listed are the anxiety and fears that they develop throughout the text. The first one is the fear to voice out their opinions. This leads them to be inferior to their surrounding, making them seem easy to manipulate and belittle by the high-ranking authorities. The next one is fear from addressing and dealing the current present conflicts that they have. This make them be ignorance and just plainly not trying to resolve the dilemma that they have in their family.
In the question, how have the characters' background influenced their actions, we come up in three aspects: the setting, the timeline, and the characters. Obviously, the setting happened in rural area. The timeline, it was during martial law because it was indicated also in the story wherein the older brother told her sister that who will question the soldiers. So because during martial law no one can oppose or question the administration and even the soldiers, and if you do you will be punished even without due process. So, and the story was published during 1980s. The characters naman, no proper education and having a tons of debt. So, in reflection to their attitude, to their characters, the mother is so moody, easily to be irritated because of the hardship that they were experiencing that time. The father, a drunkard and irresponsible man, and the kids, the children, even if they look innocent, but then there is a rebel heart and a violent attitude that grows in them that made them to kill their father.